Already facing private criminal charges, the legal team of former Health Minister Volda Lawrence will now have to prepare her defense against the state-instituted charges of conspiracy to defraud, one for the general elections and another for the regional elections, both held on March 2, 2020. Lawrence was granted bail in the sum of $50,000 in each charge. The former Health Minister's attorney Nigel Yules told reporters that Tariq Mohammed from the Director of Public Prosecution Office told the court that he was not ready to move forward with the case as it has been put down until December 9, 2020.
The prosecution on this occasion did not object to bail, but they did ask for substantial bail in keeping with the offense. The magistrate admitted Ms. Lawrence to bail in the sum of $50,000 in each offense, cumulative total of $100,000. The magistrate then inquired from Mr. Tariq Mohammed from the Director of Public Prosecution's Office if they were ready. He said no, they still had, I think, 10 or more statements outstanding. We suggested that they should take more time so that when we come back, they would be ready to proceed with the matter. And as a result of that, the matter has been put down for December, I think it's the 9th. The court has ordered full disclosure, which means that we should also receive copies of the video recorded interviews with Ms. Lawrence. I know you're going to ask me, well, how is it possible that she's charged again? The previous charges were brought as private criminal charges. These are the first set of charges the state has instituted against her. We suspect it is not the last set of charges based on the statements made by the prosecution today. Upon inquiry from the magistrate whether they intended to consolidate all the matters at some stage, Mr. Mohammed said yes, but he couldn't say when. So, given the pattern of conduct that is emerging, it appears as if they intend to have the leadership of one of the political parties constantly running to the police station and then bringing them to court. It is my hope that it could be a little bit more efficiently run when they've completed their investigation, if they can consolidate all that they have to allege, make one job of it so that we don't have to continue to waste your time, and certainly waste Ms. Lawrence's time in coming here, other than if there's some other intent, which is to have Ms. Lawrence exercise and be humiliated every time she has to attend the police station.
Emerging to chants of women power by supporters gathered outside the Georgetown Magistrates Court, Lawrence said she remains strong and insisted on her innocence. Lawrence believes that there is an attempt to have a political pullback and use the state apparatus to harass and prosecute her in the process.
I remain strong. I know I've done nothing wrong. And I continue to say that because that is what it is. You know, as the PPP used to say during the 24 years that, you know, we will have our say and they will have their way. I think that is what we are seeing here. I think Council has explained very well the perception in terms of how the matter is going. The same charges are being laid again before me, this time by the state. And so I want to believe that there's an attempt to have a political pullback and use the state apparatus to harass and persecute me and others.
Lawrence has not explained how her signature appeared on the fraudulent declaration of March 5, 2020, which returning officer Claimant Mingo declared. The declaration contained inflated figures designed to hand the APNU-AFC coalition a victory. On August 24, Lawrence was placed on $100,000 bail in relation to a private criminal charge filed against her for the fraudulent elections declaration of March 5. The charge was filed against her and Mingo since their signatures were found on the declaration. A national vote recount found that the numbers were inflated in favor of the coalition. The charge was filed by PPPC member and current Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport, Charles Ramson Jr., on March 16. Kurt Campbell, Newsroom.